What is going on? How we living, everybody? I got my great friend Zano here, also known as Balelo, or we should say Balelo, also known as Zano.
Hey man, tap in. Good
Yo,
to be here, bro.
absolutely,
Thanks.
yeah. Happy to have you on the pod, my brother.
Good to be
Yo,
here.
so how we doing today?
Nice little setup you got though.
Yeah, I
Nice little
appreciate
setup.
you.
it's
Absolutely,
looking
yeah.
good. We're doing good, bro. Can't really complain. Excited to tap in on the podcast. We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah,
We were talking about it before it actually happened.
for
So,
sure.
now that
Before
it's here,
before it even got created, bro, we were
Yeah.
talking about it. It's sick.
for real.
Yeah, yo. So I met you right when we started at the same job, same time actually,
Yeah,
at this
Crazy.
luxury resort,
Crazy.
Wildflower. It's an Auberge Resorts Collections, and you're one of the chefs. My personal opinion, probably one of the better chefs there. You know, so
Love.
get into it. Yeah, absolutely. How was the transfer from South Africa, because that's where you're originally from, to the United States, and then getting into this working environment?
Oh, it was crazy. So I remember the time I came here, the flight got delayed. There was a lot of crazy thing that was happening the time I came here. And my parents firstly was so skeptical about it. It was like, bro, is this really happening? And it only registered to them that it was happening because a lot of scams and stuff that happen in my country on that type of thing. So it's like they didn't believe it that it was happening until like 2 days before. And then when I do leave, it's like everything is delayed. It's like, bro, what's going on, bro? Like the flight got delayed, the weather was bad, all of the above. Anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. I got here, JFK. No one to help me, no driver, no nothing. I call Alexia, who was the HR director at the time. Tell her, yo, where's the car? And
Where's the car?
So the weather was so bad, there was flooding and stuff. So the car couldn't arrive to pick me up. So I was stranded for a good like 10 hours or so at the airport. And she's trying to make contingency plans for us, trying to request Uber. At the same time, I don't have signal because I don't have an American SIM card. It was just a crazy transition.
Yeah, that's wild. But then you got here.
And then I got here. And then I got here. And then I'm tapped in the circle. Pretty nervous, you know.
The circle was pretty cool though. Probably
the
one
circle
of
itself was nice.
probably one of the better like on to the job experiences that I've had.
Oh,
you know?
word?
Yeah, for sure. Like, cause around here, bro, you really just get hired and then start working. You know.
Like that.
So that was kind of like a nice orientation to where it kind of brings you in, shows you the ropes of everything. You know.
And they gave us snacks, bro.
And
Like,
they gave us snacks.
personalized snacks.
Yeah. Cause it was like, oh, whatever. What's your favorite snack and the thing.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool, yo. So how do you like cooking? Like, what was the origin on why you started cooking?
So come from a long line of good cooks. Mom's a good cook. Not a chef by any respect, but like she's a good cook. Aunt's a great cook. Gran was a great cook as well. So it was just a long line of good cooks. And then my aunt was like, you know what, bro, like actually think about doing it for real. Actually, I wanted to become a fashion designer first. I was pretty tapped in with the fashion.
Yeah, and you have your own clothing brand.
I do have my own clothing brand. We'll tap into that a little later.
For sure.
Yeah, so I wanted to do fashion, and my dad was like, not a chance. There's a lot of queer and, you know, the people on that spectrum, and my dad didn't want that for his son. He was like, nah, you're not about to transform into the LGBT rainbow
For
clan.
sure, yeah. And that's very prevalent within the United States as well.
Exactly.
I don't know how prevalent it is in South Africa. I'm sure probably a lot less.
It's a lot less, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's there enough for my dad to say, don't do that as a career.
For sure, yeah.
And I don't hate him for it or anything, because, you know, a lot of people feel like some sort of resentment towards their parents. Like, so essentially, they're there to guide you.
They're there to guide you, lead you in the right direction, you know?
100%.
So you can't be hating or resentful towards your parents when
100%.
realistically they're just trying to put you in a better position.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, this was, I wouldn't say second option. It was just two of them, like the leading in my mind in terms of what I was going to do with my life after graduating high school. So I became a chef. My aunt was like, yo, this is culinary school, very top in the country. Could open opportunities for you. I was like, hey, let's do it. And I was like, damn, I'm actually really thoroughly enjoying it.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
That's nice. That's nice that you enjoy it, because like I feel like a lot of people, when they get into certain jobs, they don't really enjoy it as much and they just go through the motions and do it. But the fact that you actually like it is just, you know, ahead of a lot of people. You know,
It's not a job for me.
Exactly.
It's a way of life.
You're doing what you enjoy.
It's my passion. 100%.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. And you cook great food. You know, I've had your food, so it's good stuff.
Off the menu items at that.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't even need to be on the menu. You chef it up regardless.
Word.
Yeah, it's nice. Yo, so what's like, would you say some common similarities and differences within the culture from South Africa to the United States?
Oh, I actually was thinking about this the other day. So, the misconception that Americans might have that we have lions, tigers, and bears like running or roaming around in South Africa. It's not completely incorrect, but it's a
Mhm.
small part of what is actually part of South Africa. South Africa is actually very urbanized, very much technologically advanced.
Oh, very nice.
Probably one of the most in Africa, probably the most actually. So the transition from New York to I grew up in the city, not the
Mhm.
city specifically, but like the outskirts. So you'd say kind of like Gardner or this Ulster County area.
Yeah,
I was in the suburban area of the city,
very
literally like
nice.
New York. But I go
Yeah,
to the city often. I know what the city is. So the transition wasn't insane. It's not like going from the rurals or from the countryside to the city. It's not that
yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
transition. It's just like from city to a much bigger city.
Yeah,
You know what I
nice.
mean?
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
wasn't too crazy in terms of like
That
environment.
transition. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
transition wasn't too
And then the
crazy.
culture, is it different or nah? What do you think?
Well, culturally, I mean,
I would assume it's different.
in many aspects it is, but
Yeah.
in many aspects there's a lot of similarities as well.
Wow.
Because South Africans are developing a very American style sense of culture.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, very
Yeah.
prevalent, very prevalent.
Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that.
There's Yeet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
for
Yeet
sure.
is a idol back in my country. He made a whole
Ah,
movement like the
wow.
Latwizzies. There's no such thing as Latwizzies here, but he created a whole clan
Yeah.
back in my country. It's
Wow.
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's good too. Like he's definitely
Yeah, bro.
pretty good.
I don't know for the youth though. They actually like got banned for a lifetime from a mall because they were doing some crazy messed up shit.
Like that
Like they
clan that you're
were
talking about that
yeek, bro. They were fighting
no
it, bro.
way.
They
And
were
it's crazy.
parading, storming.
That's crazy because I've never even heard about this. Like that was even a thing within
Bro,
South Africa.
it
'Cause
was
that's
big.
wild. Yeah, yeah. Parading riots almost.
Yeah, like riots, bro, in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mall. Like grannies and kids are like trying to do their grocery
Yeah.
shopping, and kids like running, storming. It's crazy. They
That
got
is
banned for life.
wild. Yo, so you're saying like the wildlife. How about the agriculture and the environment? So like where you're located, is it mainly like hot potentially like throughout the years or
Oh,
is it cool down the winter seasonal? I'm not sure. I haven't been out there.
I mean, it's not. It's nowhere near
As cold as it is
as
here.
cold as it is here.
Yeah, no, bro. It's crazy.
But it gets cold.
Yeah.
Let me try to equate it. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees, right? I think
Yes.
it could get to as low as 28 degrees Fahrenheit. That's at its
Okay.
lowest. At the peak
Yeah.
of winter, it can't go colder than that.
Okay, yeah, so that's not bad. Here you can hit like 20 to 10 even 10-degree days. So that's crazy.
No.
But it snows out there?
Nah.
No, it doesn't
It
snow.
snowed this year though. No,
Oh,
not this year. Last year. It snowed last year's winter.
Oh, wow.
But like little spot, like not snow like we had here. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah.
nothing too crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, I definitely want to pop out there and visit you out in South Africa. So
Tap
I'll be out
in.
there eventually. Like,
You know you have a home when you come there, bro.
beautiful, bro.
I'll
Respectable.
be your tour guide even.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So we'll get to see the areas, the history of South Africa, and
Yeah.
you know, we'll get that tour going. We'll get it on video too in the future.
Yeah,
for the
vlogging it.
fans.
Yeah, man.
For
You
the
saw it here
fans.
first. You saw it
Exactly.
here first.
Exactly. Yo, so I do want to talk to a little bit about God with you because you are, you know, very traditional and you have
Yeah.
your very core beliefs. What are your thoughts on God and how has God impacted your life?
Well, I mean, oh my bad. I'm chilling,
You're
I'm
good.
From a young age, actually, I was raised very spiritually, very like Christian orientated. My parents were super strict. I didn't have the luxury of going out like with other kids. No birthday parties. I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't celebrate any holidays of that matter. Um, yeah, it was. I don't know. It was a blessing and a curse in a way because in the time I didn't really appreciate that because I mean,
Yeah,
I
because you wanted to get out there and have a good
yeah,
time with
I
your
wanted
friends
to be
and
part
stuff.
of it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then in the long run, when I started reading the Bible and started like understanding it and making it my own, and me grasping it myself as to why this, like, my parents are like this, and then it all made sense. It was easier then for me to apply it in my life, you know. I'd like to think I conduct myself pretty morally, pretty
Yeah,
chastely.
absolutely.
I'd like to think I have good moral standards. So that part of that is part of my belief in God and my Christian upbringing.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I can't come from more of a Catholic upbringing, but the Catholic and Christianity have similar beliefs as well. A few differences, but you know, having God and that faith in God kind of just brings you closer to the man himself. I would say not to him directly, but gives you a sense of morals and a sense of what is just and right.
Yeah,
So
100%.
it's a better way to walk through life, I believe, if you have somebody kind of just like, looking over you in a sense, you know? What do you think about it?
Well, I was thinking about the time we had the conversation where a lot of our God, like, spiritual talks came from was the promiscuity of women. That's where a lot of it came from, because we were talking about morals and standards and just like
For sure.
societal, I don't know, societal matters in general. And then we realized, like, oh, bro, a lot of the morals have degraded so far.
Absolutely, bro. Almost like there's no God within some of these people.
You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking about. That's what comes to mind. Like, bro, you can say your body count is less than 20 and be proud of that? Come on.
That's bad, bro.
Come on. The Bible says don't marry, don't have sex before marriage.
And people are out here doing it 20 plus times.
20 plus times.
It's like that's no good. That's not good for your soul.
It's not good for you. And the thing that you said, like, bro, how can you then commit yourself to the one that meant to be the one? You've robbed yourself of having a great experience and learning that whole thing with your significant other.
Absolutely. That first time love, that first time experience, like you said, you robbed yourself of that, what God had planned for you.
What exactly? That was literally a plan he put in place for you. He said, yo, you don't need to think too hard. Like, why are you trying to switch here's the plan. You know what I mean? And then you're like, nah. But anyway, I don't want to go into it. It's got a lot of controversy as well.
It's a lot of controversy, but, sometimes controversy is good because then you can open the eyes of people, and then some people hate, but, sometimes they need to hear that, because understandably so, maybe they have messed up within their life because they didn't have some sense of God or some sense of moral, upstanding character, and then they went down this rabbit hole of just, having a hoe phase. And just going.
Are you cool? Like, bro, then now what? Now that lives with you.
Now what?
That's
you did that.
History now.
Exactly. Like, not only can you just say, oh, it's in my past, that's not me anymore. Well, guess what? You still made those decisions to go out and share your body with this many people.
Can I ask you something, bro? Like,
yeah, go for it.
Would you allow your wife, the person you call your wife, walk down the altar and say, I do, till death do us part, have a body count of +10?
Nah, I can't do it, bro.
You walk into a room.
I wouldn't do that.
You walk into a room, four, maybe 5 of these people have seen your woman naked.
It's disrespectful.
Come on.
From the woman to the man, it is disrespectful.
But how do you feel about it with the reverse roles then, on the other way?
I would say that, so this is my personal opinion of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
How I feel of it is that if I want a girl of upstanding moral character and somebody who's going to have these type of values, I can't be going out and committing the same exact thing, going out and sleeping around with a bunch of different women and, putting myself out there for all these girls to see when I want that someone in return, so I can't be a hypocrite, like a hypocritical person or a hypocrite within what I say if I'm going to go out there and, do all these things and say, no, you can't do that. So I feel like it's probably best to, keep your morals, keep what is right and just to you, like keep your values close and, try your best to not veer from the straight and narrow.
Okay, so you living by your principles, I guess.
Yes.
So the same principles you instill in yourself, you expect to
out of a partner,
someone in your partner, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That being said, okay, you don't have the highest end of life in terms of body counts, because I know a lot of crazy numbers that I've heard before.
Yeah,
but so you're saying you're cool if your significant other has their body count matching yours. If it's the same as yours, that's fair.
Same or lower.
Same or lower.
Same or
Okay,
lower.
okay. That's I can respect that because I heard people like with 50 plus body count saying like, "Yo, my woman must have like less than 3 or something like that."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, nah, like bro, be realistic. But I hear that.
For sure. Yeah, right?
I
Because
hear
then
that.
it's not too much to ask almost. And because, all right, this is a very controversial topic, but I feel like if you go out and have sex with a bunch of different people, each time you do that, you're like losing a little bit of yourself.
100%.
A little bit of yourself to that other person, you know? So there's no point in going and just spreading out this energy that you had saved up and just giving it to anybody and everybody when realistically, like, that's meant for something way bigger. And you don't even get to experience it because you went and
Yeah, just
gave
give it
everybody a
away.
piece.
Damn.
Say you have 100 pieces and you gave out 50 of them, you're halfway spent.
tough. Now you only have 50 pieces to give to your wife.
And you could have gave 100.
That's so tough.
Tough.
Guys, X straight.
Exactly, yeah.
Literally. Come on, bro. That's wild to me, you know? But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. That's that.
For sure. It's crazy to get into, but yeah, we can switch up the topic back to, we'll say relationships then. What would you think is like a healthier relationship for you and a significant other in the future?
Interesting. So I have a good blueprint.
Mm.
A lot of couples that, like, it's not the divorce rate in South Africa is not crazy like here, bro.
It's crazy here.
Here's
It's like 50-something% here,
Mad
you know?
high.
Like, it's wild.
3, 4, 5 relationships in and out, marriages, 3, 4, 5 divorces. That's crazy to me.
Crazy.
Nah, where I come from, everyone, you stick by your partner through thick and thin. That's a vow you made.
Yeah, that is, and that's how it should be, you know?
about
But
you,
nowadays, people are veering off that path, and even if they get married, they're like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. And you really should have thought that through before you said I do and said your vows.
It's a vow, bro.
Exactly.
Vows, you can't just break a vow. But anyway, yeah, me and my parents good. My aunt's in a great relationship. Like, just a lot of couples with just working, making it work, you know? Even
yeah.
if it looks like
A little dysfunctional.
Yeah, they're making it
Yeah.
work.
For sure.
So, I don't know. I just know that I don't think I'm ready right now. Also because of the financial position that I'm in. I want to be more financially secure that I can
Provide and protect.
Exactly. That's your role
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Coming
Absolutely.
back to Christianity and
Yeah,
back to the Bible. That's your duty as a man to take care
for sure.
of your significant other. So
I feel you in that aspect as well. Like right now, I feel I want to work on my finances myself. So then when it comes time to where I am ready to get into that long-term relationship,
yeah,
I'll be able to, fully
commit.
provide, protect,
Yeah.
commit, and be like, this is what I want. Instead of just like out here playing around and just, talking to a bunch of different females, It's not the best way to go about things, personally.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I don't think I'll find that here.
yeah. No.
I mean, I'm not far off from where I want to be. It's also not like I don't need to be a millionaire or anything.
Yeah.
I just need to be financially secure.
For sure.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just
Enough to pay the bills,
Yeah.
Go out to eat whenever you want, kind of deal.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just having enough money coming
all
in.
the good stuff.
Financially stable.
Yeah.
I want to have a surplus of capital, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that too.
I'm trying to be rich, so we'll see what happens.
I feel that too. You hit that here first.
yeah.
I
We'll
hear
get it done. We'll get it done. This is
tap in 3 years. Let's see how far the boy is.
Yeah.
3 years. He better have like 6 figures in his bank account.
Oh yeah,
Not
without
here.
a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah. 6 figures in the bank account 3 years from now, we're making
Cold.
that happen.
Cold.
100%.
I like that, I
Yeah.
like that.
And it's on the video. So
Yeah, you
we'll
can't
get
take it back, bro. You gotta actually make it happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you
I'll be
a guy
26.
to make things happen.
Yeah.
You said you're gonna do the podcast. You made it happen.
Made it
500
happen.
Challenge. You make
Made it happen.
Ice
Yeah,
Coffee
yeah.
makes it, bro. These are things people don't really make happen.
Yeah, and I'm doing them.
You're
Yeah, you
making
know
it happen,
me.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
My guy.
Sometimes you gotta push yourself out of your comfort zone in order to grow.
Yeah.
That's like one
Yeah.
of the big topics that I was hitting in my other podcast. Just getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, pushing yourself past your limits. And then you'll be able to grow within any facet of your life, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. You dig deep and you really try to figure out, yourself. You can find yourself within these places that are like pretty dark or pretty like
Tough.
Exactly. You can
Tough.
find yourself within these tough places. So it's like keep pushing yourself. Keep doing what you got to do. You're striving towards the right direction.
Tough. How do you pull yourself out of those slums, bro? Because those are not great places to be. I've been there myself.
Yeah, I agree. So I would say the easiest way to get out of a slump, or a slum is, really get out to the gym, meditate a little bit on your thoughts.
Mhm.
And I kind of explained meditation a little bit in one of my other videos,
Ah, okay.
but basically what you do is you're going to want to, close your eyes, calm your thoughts, you know, breathe in and out at a calm pace. And then anytime you have a thought pop up within your mind, you want to realize that thought and then bring it back to your breath. And then once you can bring it back to your breath, you can realize
Okay.
that you're not really thinking much thoughts at all. You're more or less at some state of peace and no thoughts are coming in or out. So your mind is still. And when your mind is still like that, you really have no stress. So it's really beneficial if you are overthinking or, stuck in the past, whatever it is, really just lock into your mind in a sense and try to calm your thoughts to almost nothing, get to the point of where you're really thinking about nothing. So it's beneficial in all aspects, trust me, because even doing that, I can't sit here and say I do it every day,
Yeah.
but I would say I do it like 2 to 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week.
Word.
So it's good to just, to build the mental strength as well and then get out there and do the stuff that you don't really want to do because you have a stronger mentality from meditation. And meditation basically just, calms your thoughts, puts them in a little bit better of a headspace.
What about like circumstantial things though, like losing a loved one or your dad? Like for girls, like girls might turn into their promiscuous habits because lack of a father figure or
Mm.
like because of situational, circumstantial like things that happen, not something that you
I
can really
agree.
control.
So honestly, the way to go about that is to try to approach it with the most logical way that you can. And that sounds easier said than done because
Yeah.
obviously the loss of a loved one is going to hurt regardless.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel that in your chest. You're gonna feel that substantially more than say a pet dying or something like that because you're so close with the person. But even if we're a pet dying or somebody that's very close to you that were to die, like you have to kind of look at it within a different light, I would say. So instead of saying, this is awful, this is the worst thing that could have happened to me, I'm upset and distraught, you kind of look at it like, you know what, this is part of life. At the end of the day, we're all going to die. And you kind of have to come face with that and accept the fact that, I wish my parents were going to be here forever, but in reality, they're not. And you're going to have to come like face to face with that truth
Mm-hmm.
and realize, everybody's got their time. And
yeah, I feel that.
when it comes time to that to happen, you're gonna want to be that, like we were talking about the other day, that symbol of strength within the family. Because everybody in your family is gonna be like pretty
Looking for-
distraught,
yeah,
very
yeah.
upset, and you want to be that, that pinnacle of strength that people can go to and be like, you know what,
Yeah.
how is he being so strong in this scenario? So it's like,
Yeah, I feel that.
it's deep. It's very deep, but I feel like to address that, the best way to go about it is to realize that, life takes its natural course and we're all going to eventually pass away regardless. So leave it up to God's hands.
Leave it into God's hands. Couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.